All right, Derek Ryan, it's lovely to talk to you again. You're coming back to us. We've four super shows with you here this summer in the Gleneagle. You're here on July 7th and 14th. That's a Thursday night, and Thursday, the 11th and 18th of August. So it must be fantastic to firstly be back on the road, and secondly, more importantly, coming back to Killarney. So how are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, look, we've festival season, I suppose, is well and truly upon us, and it's great. We're such a busy summer coming up, but it's actually great to be back to Killarney for dances. We did the INEC for a concert back in February, I think it was, or March, and obviously we did a few shows in between lockdowns, different things as well, a few concerts. So it's great. Look to go back for dancing. We're doing 4 dances, as you mentioned. Great dancing crowd down in Kerry. So we'll keep it lively for the night, and yeah, look, it's just great to be back playing music. Back now, I suppose since January, really. So yeah, look, it's great, and there's definitely an appetite. For you can feel it every night you go out. There's so much going on. There's so many shows and concerts, and bands are so busy. But look, it's brilliant. We've been waiting a long time for it.
People are definitely raring to go at the moment. I've noticed it over the last couple of weeks, man. It's just
Yeah.
people are mad for dancing, so they can look forward to you for 4 nights in July and August. I remember
Mm.
last time I was talking to you, we were doing we had the outdoor stage
Yeah.
in the Inside Out it was called. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it must be great to be back indoors again, especially summer in Ireland isn't exactly warm climates. Which, by the way, by the looks of it, you look like you have a bit of a tan. Were you away for a while?
Well, you know what? I normally get a better tan, but I burnt. There was a bad wind out the first day over in Tenerife, and I don't normally burn, but I really got a bad burn and bad doing. So I kind of relaxed for a while then, with the t-shirt and the full clothes on and the hat and So yeah, but no, I got it. It was great week away. But yeah, I remember. I'm not lying here when I say that the Inside Out gig, we did 2, I think, and they were absolutely unbelievable. They were probably some of the best gigs I've ever done. The atmosphere, the first night especially, because I think it had been so long since people had seen us. I really wish you could bottle it because it was unbelievable. So I'll always remember it. It's one of those things when you come back from lockdowns and you talk to other singers as well. They always remember that first gig or whatever, and it really was the atmosphere, the excitement in the air, and just the buzz and the sing along. It was just electric, even though like it was a relatively intimate crowd and whatever. But as I say, we're back for the dancing now. So
We can dance again. That's
yes,
fantastic.
exactly.
Tell me, you have a busy schedule. You were on holidays last week, which is important to get in there as well. But
Yeah.
you have a busy run of shows this summer. So how's it going so far?
Yeah, it's fantastic. As I say, we've kicked off festivals there back to kind of the start of May, really, and we haven't stopped. We had a week off there, all right, and it's probably going to be one of the busiest summers we've had. Look, it's great. We're all over the place, up and down the country, and from Kerry. I think we have a few nights there where we're in Kerry one night and then we're in Donegal the next. So my crew weren't particularly happy about that one, but yeah, look, it's great. It's great to be back and working away on a new album as well, which is hopefully going to be out October, November time.
Yeah, I'm talking about albums, Derek, because not a lot of artists I come by have 12 albums. 12.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do you even go about even to picking your favorite songs to play live out of 12 albums? That must be
I know because
about 120 songs or more.
some of the artists would probably say it's quality, not quantity, and I kind of worry about that sometimes. But no, like I mean, the aim every year is to do an album. So I've been on the road now probably just over 10 years, and I had an album before I kicked off on the road, and I did 2 studio albums in the one year. At one stage, I did a Nashville album recorded over in Nashville, and then I did a kind of an Irish country album as well the same year and released them the same day. So it was kind of so that's how I've managed to get up to the 12, and this is my 13th album. And look, it's just something I aim to do every year. It's probably like, obviously I love performing, I love the live and all that, but my favorite part of my job, if I can call it that, is writing and recording. I would spend weeks in the studio just night and day. I just don't see it as, I just become obsessed with something, and I would stay there all day, all night. I absolutely love it. So that's my favorite part of the job. So I think a year without an album for me albums are more for me, I think. My own enjoyment, you know, and if people listen to them, you know, all well and good, you know, that kind of way. So but no, it's brilliant. I mean, especially during lockdown, everything, Spotify and YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of, you know, singers have noticed this, that it just, you know, really took off, you know. So and I find that the latest songs actually are really, really flying on Spotify. So that makes it all worthwhile as well, that, you know, people are actually listening to it. And, you know, so and then it was great to, my last album, Soft Ground, it was great to get back out and record, or to perform those songs live, you know, and get the reaction. And then you kind of know, then you can kind of judge if they're going down well or not, even more so, you know.
And looking at the room you're in there, I can see a couple of guitars and a few different things on the wall.
Yes.
Is that where you do a lot of your writing, or do you just do it solely in the studio?
Yeah, I do writing here. Yeah, if I'm writing on my own, I definitely come in here. I do co-writing sessions here as well, and, you know, I have a lot of great friends that I've met over the years that I write with. It was particularly hard, I think, you know, during lockdown with Zoom and things, to write songs. You know, people thought, oh, you're a songwriter, you can just lock yourself away and write, you know, a song every day, and it's just not how it works. You know yourself, like, it's just sometimes you need that kind of, even co-writing over Zoom and all. It was very, I don't know, it just took a long time, and I didn't really enjoy it, you know. So it's great to be back, meeting people and getting together and writing songs. But I do a lot of work here. I produce as well, and well, I have to say, I did a course years ago in London when I was living there, and I just kind of revisited. I'm not an expert, but started recording, and I've produced a few things here as well. That kind of kept me busy during lockdown. Produced the Tumbling Paddy's latest single, The Way I Am, which I co-wrote as well. So that was kind of a little project for me and kept me out of trouble. And I produced my brother Adrian's latest single as well. So just kind of different, always something going on, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been, it's every musician's dream, I think, to go over to Nashville and record over there. So what was that like for you?
Yeah, it was great. I was back in 2016, and not only just recording, you know, it was great to make a lot of contacts as well. And since then, I've wrote a lot of guys over there, like Trent Wellman. He's a big producer as well. He a #1 single on the Billboard charts there recently, and you know, he's a great friend of mine. And Victoria Shaw, a lot of stuff for Garth Brooks, and wrote with her in her living room, and, you know, so like all these different things, and you kind of learn from everyone you work with. You learn, you pick up different bits, and you bring it back to your own writing, your own production, your own performance, even, you know. So yeah, but actually, I kind of skipped over your question about how do I pick songs. I kind of pick them over what goes down well live, you know, and the type of gig it is. So like, if it's a concert, it might be not a completely different set list, but it will be different if people are sitting down to dances, you know. And then we've another set for festivals. So the band are like, every time I turn up, they're like, what set are we doing tonight? Because there's like about 20 different sets. Slightly changes, and depending on what part of the country we're in, you know, what people like down, you know, different areas. And so but look, I think, you know, sometimes you can worry about it too much. Sometimes I kind of try and guess what they're going to like and all that, but sometimes you just let rip and let go. And
well, I think as long as you don't you don't be changing the keys too often for the band, I think that should be all right. That's the worst nightmare. So, Derek, look, we're looking forward to having you back in the Kingdom. You're here for 4 nights, July, August. It's the Thursday, the 7th and the 14th of July, and then it's Thursday, 11th and 18th of August. And they're going to be 4 great shows. There are dances. People will be up. They'll be dancing. There'll be no sitting down. And
I just want to say as well that while I'm down there, I'm going to be climbing Carrauntoohil one of the days. That's my aim. So I'm in Westport in a few weeks. I'm doing Croagh Patrick, which I've done before, but Carrauntoohil is the big one. So if anyone has any tips, make sure and let me know.
I would suggest not to do it the day of the show because people tend to go missing up there. So maybe do it after the show.
Once the 4 shows are over, yeah.
Yes, that would be the best time to do it. That's my advice, Derek. But sure, look, there's a few helicopters around the place if you do go missing anyway. They'll keep a good eye on you. So, Derek, lovely to talk to you again. We'll see you back in the Kingdom very shortly. Cheers, man.
Thank you.